My name is Ryan Haggarty, and I'm passionate about teaching about the world because it gives me the opportunity to impact students' lives. When I work with Global Encounters students, I feel that 20 lives have been impacted and altered every single trip. There are thousands of stories I can use to describe why I'm passionate about teaching about the world, but these two sum it up the best. The Global Encounters group was climbing in the Blue Mountains in Australia, where the students had the option of completing a 100-foot rappel at the end of their climbing day. I had one student that was deathly afraid of heights. For 30 minutes, she had tears streaming down her face, and she couldn't get within 30 feet of that cliff. Eventually, she was able to build up the courage and strap herself into one of the climbing instructors and step over the ledge. 4 years later, she sent me a video of her jumping off a 30-foot pillar at a climbing gym, just for fun. She's now at university to become a teacher. Her goal is to travel the world with her students and expose them to it. The second story is of a 15-year-old whose mother had passed away just before the program started. There was debates within the family if she would go. She ended up deciding to come, and during the trip she was happy, smiling, and laughing every day. 2 years after the trip we were talking, and she said she had to say thank you. She goes, "I almost never came on the trip, and if I hadn't, it would have been the biggest mistake of my life. It forever changed me. I realized that I don't have to think outside the box, because there is no box. I can do anything in the world, I can go anywhere I want, and it's because she showed it to me." She now travels, sees the world, and is seldom in the same place for a few months. So why do I teach about the world? Because it's my passion. I'm passionate about the outdoors, I'm passionate about teaching, and I'm passionate about traveling. Global Encounters gives me the opportunity to change lives. I get the chance to inspire and sit back and live through their stories of adventures after they've graduated and gone on to achieve them. Our community is unique in that it's very normal. It's made up of blue-collar, middle-class, hardworking families. It's not a community where families have several homes and they jet off for vacation. However, these families find a way to send their children around the world to immerse them in different cultures. I believe I'm unique in that I love having students around me when we travel for a month. I don't get sick of having students around. They teach me just like I teach them. Students come to class always excited to hear about what adventures I've been on over the weekends or over the summer or winter breaks. It could be a story about seeing the crocodiles in the estuaries in Costa Rica, which leads to a discussion around how the crocodiles have adapted to different places in the world, comparing the ones they have in Costa Rica to the ones that we see in Australia. My stories and videos that I would collect on this fellowship would come back to me. They'd be used to teach about biodiversity, environmental stewardship, and maybe even evolution. My students may not be able to go with me on these amazing opportunities, but what I bring back will be used to inspire, engage, and motivate students and have an impact on their lives.